Hello everybody, and welcome back to our Let's Play Modded Minecraft Survival series. My name is Dino, and in the previous episode we were crafting and setting up our quarry, and didn't quite finish that, so we will finish the rest of that this episode. Didn't have the appropriate pipes to make the void pipe work, so we'll finish that up, and then afterward we will go back to the Nether, and I will explain why shortly. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. You'll notice actually that I've got a full set of diamond armor on now. And I've went ahead and pretty much spent most of my experience to enchant the armor. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see. I was missing the diamond leggings, so crafted the diamond leggings to complete our diamond armor set, and then was able to put protection 4 on it. And then we already had our boots, but we didn't have that enchanted either, so went ahead and enchanted that and got really lucky. Got an Unbreaking 3, Fire Protection 2, and Haste, which is all pretty sweet. So we are all decked out now, and I wanted to sort of be decked out before we go into the Nether. So let's go ahead and head over. First, let me make sure I've got everything. So we've got our pipes, iron pipes, and a diamond transport pipe, as well as our void pipe. So yeah, hopefully I think we've got everything. We will go ahead and portal over there to the zombie spawner, and then head on down here where we set up our quarry. Okay, excellent. So let's go ahead and replace our Ender item conduits with buildcraft pipes. And we'll go ahead and set up our iron transport pipes, I do believe. There we go. And hopefully that's correct. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll go ahead and set up, well, actually let's swap this one out for one of our diamond transport pipes so we can actually filter and put our void pipe on top of it. Excellent. And that should do it. So let's go ahead and we want to filter on, well, first of all, let's see. Oh boy. I'm spacing, let's see, I can't really see the colors there. Looks like white is on top. So 7, and get our empty hand back so we can click on that guy again. So white, we'll go ahead and put cobble and dirt. Alright, so that should filter cobble and dirt into the void pipe, which is what we were trying to accomplish originally. And that should finish that up, right? Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and put the power on here. Let's see, my spacing. Why am I not seeing the power conduit? Oh, I must have set it down by accident. Doggone it, okay. Hold on a second, we'll go get it real quick. Did I set it over here? Yep, I did. No problem. Go back. Isn't night yet? Just about. No problem. Okay, so let's get our energy connected, and hopefully we'll not have to cross our fingers. It seems to be working, but I always like to make sure that the power is going the right way. There we go. Just make sure it's all properly configured. And let's see what's going on. We'll just wait here a couple moments just to see. Get the ready just in case. Looks like there's some creepers already up there. It's kind of an interesting configuration over there. You see that kind of circular pattern? It's interesting. I wonder what that is. Yeah, this is such an interesting animation. It used to be this little robotic head that would run around and just zap everything. But now it's got this. I don't know if that's just my system, my graphics card, or... It's kind of cool, but I don't know if this is normal. I'm assuming it is, but if it's not or whatever, I'd be interested in knowing if you guys are playing 1.7.10, if you're seeing the same type of animation in graphics as I'm experiencing right now. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below. I'd be really curious to know. So the one benefit to having the Quarry Plus configuration is that these 5 blocks, 5 by whatever, are not destroyed like they are right now. I mean, the quarry, the Buildcraft quarry, just destroys. See, it's just hurling these parts out there, and they just kind of fall into place. That is such an interesting graphic. It must be normal, I guess. I've just never seen this before. Kind of cool. So anyway, yeah, the Quarry Plus, the benefit of the Quarry Plus is that those, all these blocks that just got destroyed to make room for the framing so that the quarry can get started, they're not lost. Wow, that's really fast. I mean, that is really fast. Wow. There's an opening over there. That is really fast. Whoa, it is really sucking down the juice fast, though. Way, way faster than I thought it would. Okay. Yeah, this isn't going to work very well. I mean, it'll work for now, but wow. Seriously. It's already taken half of the battery. It hasn't gotten very deep. But I'll just let it go because I am curious to see how far it'll go. Might have to set it up with an engine instead of a battery. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, the Quarry Plus would actually mine out that five block area, so you don't lose those resources as well. So that's kind of a cool benefit. All right, I guess we'll just let it run for a little while. It's interesting how fast that's going. And I don't know that I have another one set up, so let me go back and see if we've got another capacitor bank. I don't think we do, because I think we only have 2, and one's running the pump. And the other one's here, so I don't remember if we've crafted another set or not. Let's see. Yeah, nothing here. Yeah, I don't think we did. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and sleep. And then go over there and... I don't think we have another one. Seems logical that I would have had 3. 2 in use and 1 charging, but no, I did not. Looks like this is full again? No, it's not quite full again. Okay. Well, let's see if I've got the materials to craft another capacitor bank. And then, and if not, I'll just do it off camera. We don't have to do it necessarily right now, but I'm just kind of curious. Capacitor bank, create a capacitor bank. That's not what we're looking for. An iron, oh, electrical steel. Yeah, that wasn't that hard to make. And just energetic alloy. That's a little bit of work, but it does look like we've got all the materials. It's just a little effort. Block of redstone. Okay, I'll do that off camera because that's going to take a few steps, and I don't want to spend the time on that right now. I'm trying to keep this episode to less than 30 minutes, and we're already 10 plus minutes into it. And what I want to do next is want to go into the Nether real quick. Off camera, I went ahead and kind of did a little bit of reconnoitering to try to see if I couldn't find a Nether Fortress, in particular because we really need some blaze rods right now. I've got a couple of things lined up in the series that I want to kind of tackle next. One of those is setting up and configuring a cactus farm, and to do that, I would like to use one of the advanced item collectors that's in one of our mods, and it requires an Eye of Ender, so I need a blaze rod for that. We also need blaze rods for other things as well. I think we need them for ender chests also. So, and I'm going to want to start crafting some ender chests as well in order to start automating a bit of our the activities that we're working on right now. So I don't want to go into a lot of details because I'll go into it once we start building our cactus farm, but the item collector will collect things in a radius, and then I want those things to be deposited in an ender chest that we can just pick up here in our storage area. So also, once so yes, I was fortunate enough to find a fortress. So I want to kind of show you. I mean, I must have spent an hour and a half, 2 hours on that thing. I just lost track. It was a lot of work, and I'll explain why in a moment. But just kind of wanted to show you sort of a little bit of what I went through to find that fortress. And while I was there, I was able to set up the teleportation locations in our Ender book so that we can travel back and forth and not have to worry about all the mobs along the way, which you'll see what I mean here in a moment. So when I did that, I had forgotten how many items you can actually store in one book. I thought it was 5, but thankfully it turns out to be 10. So with that, I thought I might have to come back and craft the next book up. Right now we just have the normal entry book. The next one up is an iron based ender book, which will store, I think, 15. But I thought it stored 10. So that's why I thought I was going to need to do that. To make a long story short, I did tests to see if we can actually upgrade an ender book to the next level up ender book, and you cannot. You lose your entries. So that is something worth noting, because unless you want to have multiple books on hand, which is totally fine, you're going to want to maybe transfer your warp points into the new book. So you'll need an extra book or a new book. So let's go ahead and go into the Nether, and I'll show you what I was up to. Hopefully this is not boring for you. A lot of people find this kind of adventuring to be a lot of fun. I hope you do. So what I did was, when I needed to get across areas, I was able to morph into a bat, which is really, really risky. But here in the Nether, there's a lot of drops and rises and not so much fun locations to have to get to without the ability to fly. And since we don't have the ability to fly yet, other than into a bat, that's my only recourse. So I was able to do that, and very, very carefully, because he's changed. The author of that mod has changed the logic to be a little bit more realistic, in that before you were able to morph into various different creatures and such, but still kind of retain your internal characteristics. In other words, your health and stuff like that. But now, I believe with the 1.7 updates, when you morph into another creature, you assume all the aspects of that creature. So in the case of a bat, you have 3 hearts. So one hit here in the Nether, and you're pretty much going to die. So I was very, very careful moving around in here when I needed to fly. I'd pretty much just fly to get across, and then turn back to myself, and then travel on. So I won't have to do that this time, and you'll see why. So I've gone ahead and marked the path with torches. So we come this way, and then there's a big drop, and I need to get over there. So just tried to find a safe way to do so. Follow the torches. Basically, I just went running around as much as I could, and when I needed to get from one point to another great distances, I would just morph into a bat as long as there weren't any gases around, and then I would just fly over and land and move on. So, and I just was very, very careful, went really, really slow. Didn't have a whole lot of important stuff on me in case I should die and all that kind of good stuff. But basically, I was just trying to, travel around as safe as possible, trying to minimize my need. Trying to minimize my need to fly as much as possible, and while searching for a Nether Fortress. So these are the paths I created in order to get around safely. Oh, those bats. I hate those bats. Yeah. At least they're easy to kill, but they're such a pain. And work our way down. Oh, there's a huge spider. Hey, spider. You're a monster. Very, very large. 50 health. Holy crap. Whoa. Never seen one of those before. Okay. So then we come over here. And let's get over here as quick as we can so that nothing knocks us off. Sheesh. Bats. And right over there is the Nether Fortress, with a waypoint that I set, as well as one for a blaze spawner. And there's a lot of lava down there, a lot of cool stuff. Would definitely like to do a little bit of exploring in here when I have time. So I just got turned around. There's our torch. There's some more torches, so let's go down. Follow the torches over towards our waypoints. So you sort of, where you saw those bridges, those are the points where I had to fly. So I'd morph into a bat, and I would just fly across the chasm in this. Oh, I wonder what that blue glowy thing moving down there is. Whatever it is, it's probably not something I want to meet. And I put some cobblestone down wherever I needed a little easier travel, because this ash block it's not a big deal, but it's like soul sand. It slows you down a lot. That's blood. Ugh. This is flesh, which is gross. Just follow. More blood down there. Just follow these torches. And then here we are. Here's the Nether Fortress, guys. I found the tip of it right here. Once I flew over, I could kind of see a dark patch. You can sort of see on the map, the mini map, and then kind of came over here to inspect, and here it is. So it's not that far. What is that? Less than 300 meters. That's pretty awesome. So I went running inside and ran around, and look, what it's basically doing is searching for a blaze spawner, and did a bunch of running around. There's some really cool chests and stuff in there. We'll definitely come back and I'll share that experience with you guys. But in particular, for now, I was really just focused on finding the blaze spawner, a blaze spawner, and I found one. Excuse me, sorry about that. Just a little bit over there, you can see just 100 yards away. There's one over there on one of those pillars across this lava. And then from there, I just kind of dug my way back over to here to give me kind of a shortcut or an easier path to get to it. So that's what this is. And again, I had to turn into a bat to kind of lay that down. Boy, just needless to say, I was quite nervous. Every time I had to turn into a bat, I got really, really nervous. Because all it would take is something to surprise me. Just one hit from a ghast and I'd be gone. Hey, piggy. And there they are. There's some down there. Not the ones we're looking for. But let's come over here. And right here is a blaze spawner right there. And I don't want to tackle too many of them, but I would like to kill at least one, and I'll explain why in a moment. So let me run up there, see if I can't kill this guy real quick. Sweet. That's all I really wanted to do. Awesome. Hey, have you noticed how creepy this new Nether music is? Oh my god, it is so cool. Very creepy, very cool. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to kill that blaze spawner is because, or blaze spawn, blaze, sorry, is because now we can morph into a blaze. And it will give us the ability to fly. Oh, I forgot about the particle effects. I'll probably want to get rid of that. But there I am. Aren't I cool? But you'll notice how many hearts I have. See, I have 10 hearts. So as a blaze, I still have the same number of hearts that I would normally have as a human. And that's pretty awesome because now I can fly as a blaze and have all my hearts. So now I don't have to be so scared and nervous when I need to fly. That would be awesome. Plus, as a blaze, you're immune to fire. So that's pretty awesome too, especially if you're traveling around in the Nether. So that's pretty exciting. Obviously, I'll have to turn off the particle effects though, so I can actually see where I'm going. And I'll take care of that next time. But in this particular episode, I just sort of wanted to show you how I found this blaze spawner, and it's in a really sweet location. There's actually a second one right underneath it. Might want to take advantage of that. I'm not sure, but at a minimum, I'm going to want to probably set up a blaze farm here to be able to get a decent number of blaze rods when we need them. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So that's my that was my adventure in the Nether. Okay, and I also was going to mention I can pretty much portal back now. So let's see. Oh, gunpowder. I keep forgetting they dropped that. That's interesting. And I've got some flame string. Neat. Somewhat more durable than string. That might mean that you can make better bows. That'd be awesome. I brought a bow in case we needed it. Let's see. But what I'm looking for is... There's my workbook. And 5, and you'll see I have my portal home, my Nether portal home, and my blaze spawner 1, because there's 2 of them, and I might need to waypoint the other one as well. But I put ends in front of them to note that these are Nether entries. And the ones that do not have the end are just your normal overworld entries. And the reason is because it requires a gold ender book or higher to actually travel between dimensions. And since this is just a normal one, I can portal around inside the Nether, but only to other Nether points. I cannot go like to our home base in the overworld from here. Once we're able to craft a gold one or a diamond one or an emerald one, then we'll be able to go between dimensions, and that's pretty awesome. So I hear a ghast. Hey, Piggy. I wonder where he is. I don't see him on the map. What is that? A wisp. You can stay there. I don't need to bother you. If you don't bother me, I won't bother you. Oh, there he is. He's over there. So they're difficult to fight unless you can kind of get more on their level, which is another super benefit to being able to fly. Because then you can sort of fly and maneuver and try to take them on. But without the ability to fly, it's not as much fun because you might be able to kill them, but then their drop might go into the, someplace where you can't reach it or into the lava and get destroyed. So we'll just go ahead and run back, unless I get into a bunch of trouble. Okay, let's run. Nice. Did I get anything? I did. I got a necrotic bone. Sweet. Sweet. Those must be various wisps and stuff. Well, we'll just run. I just thought it might be a little interesting to see if we can't get back normal. The Ender Book definitely makes things a lot better, but only better once you've done this a bunch of times and it gets to be a little tedious. I know it's sort of part of the game, but at the same time we are playing modded, so you sort of want to take advantage of your mods. And that's the whole reason for playing modded, right? And the Ender Book is part of the mod pack that we're playing with, so I don't mind doing the runs, but again, once it starts to get a bit more tedious, then definitely take advantage of your mods. Okay, run, 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 run. Definitely don't want to fall off here. These guys are a pain in the butt. These burning blossoms, they look really cool. I love the textures. But man, you just step on them, you catch fire. If you punch them, you catch fire, see? Huge pain. What do we got over here? Anything interesting? There's always interesting stuff. Well, let's go ahead and head on back. I definitely want to try to take on these ghasts. They're fun. They used to scare the crap out of me when I first started, but now they're a little more fun. Yeah, I don't even see them on my map. Okay, follow the torches. Follow the yellow brick road. It'll take you home. That's what we're gonna do. And here we are. Pretty much home, right over there. Oh, don't step on that. Just kind of looking around for, obviously we got lava everywhere, right? That's way down there. Here's a pool that's a little more accessible. I actually may be able to even get more direct to it from my our portal for setting up a. See, I ran over that guy. So for setting up our lava-based power system in the near future, using magmatic dynamos and such. Hey, neighbors. So, yeah, but I'll need Tesseracts before we can do that. All right, so that's what I dealt with to find a Nether Fortress. Quite a bit of a run, And like I said, it was very, very time consuming because I was particularly careful and cautious um, because of all those chasms I had to deal with. And the best way to get across the other side was to fly. And again, as a bat, you only have 3 hearts. So a little bit nerve wracking, but totally successful. And so I didn't pick up any blaze rods, did I? I killed that blaze, but I didn't get any blaze rods. Well, okay, so we'll definitely want to go back and get some blaze rods. I might take you along with me, or I might just do it off camera as soon as I can get a feel for what the episode content is going to be. I'm trying to keep these episodes to reasonable lengths. So, and now that you know where it's at and how we got there and back, not sure how exciting that may be. But yeah, so I think that's all we're going to cover in this episode. In the next episode, we will go ahead and probably get started. Oh, yeah. One of the things I kind of wanted to do is tame some dogs. So I think the next episode, we'll take a quick run on the overworld and see if we can't find any wolves. I know I came across some when we were searching for the desert. And if I recall correctly, I think I even set a waypoint for that. So I'll probably take that as reference point, and we'll try to work our way back there and see if we can't find some wolves. I believe I have, well, there's 2 bones right there, and I think I have a bunch of bones upstairs. So we have plenty of bones, I think, to be able to tame a couple of wolves. Oh yeah, we got lots of bones. So I don't probably need all of them. I'll leave half of them here. So yeah, I'd like to do that because we're going to be doing some more fighting here fairly soon, probably in our experiences. Well, I probably obviously want to take them to the Nether. But here, I have the useful pets mod installed, and I played that mod in single player, and it was a lot of fun. I love animals, and in particular, I love dogs. So it's a little disappointing that dogs don't do a bit more in vanilla Minecraft. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not super smart. They tend to die kind of easily. So they do have useful characteristics in that they'll fight mobs with you. But again, I always worry about them dying, so then I don't want to take them with me. Well, with useful pets, it adds sort of an RPG aspect to dogs in that you can level them up and you can give them armor and they can inherit new capabilities. The AI is a bit smarter, for example. They avoid fire. In fact, I believe if a tamed dog or tamed wolf catches fire, they'll shake it out. So it's really, really neat. And so it was a lot of fun to actually do things with them. And so I'd like to get them into our game so that as opportunities present themselves, they'll be available to play with. So, because it's a lot of fun to have useful pets in the game. So yeah, so we'll do that maybe in the next episode if we can go find us some wolves to tame. We'll definitely do that. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for tagging along. If you did like it, please do give it a like. It helps my channel grow. And yeah, again, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free. You'll get notifications for when the next episodes come out. And I think this series is starting to get more and more entertaining all the time, and I hope you are too. So if you have comments or suggestions, please leave those in the comment section below. I read all of them and respond to all of them, and I really look forward to seeing those. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.